Yeah. We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped, sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped, sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They font that shit in your face. It's like every day it's the same agenda. It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace. So me and my niggas stay trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped, sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Hey, someone be too who I wanted to be and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep. So I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see. Got the same crew, got some new fleets. There's an empire, fuck a boutique, that's real. I only say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal. On a new hype with the same chill. Y'all too fake, I stay real. Got cast down from heaven, but I'm too good to stay in hell. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, hey, I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped, sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped, sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah. Check, check, 1, 2, ayy, check, check. I don't know if I can rap this shit. Yeah, ayy, yeah. Look at my wrist, yeah, it's poppin'. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I just don't let they tatted. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stop checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice. I see you looking, I see you watching. Wasn't too long ago, we was just talking. I'm sorry you hate me now, and I don't mean that I'm sorry for me. I'm just sorry for you, cause you won't get to see what a hot king can do when he's given the chance to become what he knew he could. Now my shit's popping, oh and I'm shocking. I'm just from Buffalo, I shouldn't make it. Was right by my auntie, but that woman hated me. Good at pretending for everyone faking it. Now I'm awake and I see why they made the choice to kick me out just as soon as I made the choice. Now I'm a king, yeah, that's the thing. Happens a lot. Fatherless kids, yeah, we come by the lot. Changing shit whether you like it or not. He would come like it or not. Look at my wrist, yeah, it's popping. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I just don't let they tatted. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stop checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice. Fuck the whole industry, music and media. started my own shit. I don't think they feeling me. I just don't get it, so fuck it. I'm done with all this luck shit. Y'all think y'all scaring me, so I address it. But now all your niggas is running. All of your mouths is just running. No talent, but your shit is funded. Now all y'all think y'all real funny. Clown flexing with that fake money. Can't buy shit without real shit, so you rent shit cause you real dummy. Just invest in mine like a broker. New money coming soon. Yo, last post got like 50,000, but you can't fill the fucking room. Look at my wrist, yeah, it's popping. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I just don't let they tatted. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stop checking the facts, so I just stop treating them nice. All of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, put nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My Benny's are blue, but the product is green. I'm dropping slappers to hell with an album. Might fuck around and go see Jimmy Fallon. I multiply while you bury your talents, cause I'm like a hawk when I bury my talents. Guess what I'm saying? I pray on these niggas. There was a day when I'd pray for these niggas. Now I got nothing to say to these niggas. I pray that God does away with these niggas. I keep my friends close, but my enemies closer. My mental is gross, but my verses are kosher. These girls going wild, but I'm not a poacher, so I just keep shining like Elon, I'm solar. All of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, put nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My Benny's are blue, but the product is green. Gotta make this money, only game I know. I'm the only king, this ain't no Game of Thrones. Everybody wanna be a fucking king until it's time to do what a king does. Everywhere I look, it's just kids and drugs. Everywhere I look, it's just gangs and thugs. Can't tame the guns, can't save our loved ones. I grew my funds and I called the plug. Then I filled my lungs, I don't mess with that new shit. Y'all talking tough, but ain't none of y'all do shit. Y'all chasing money, you want the exposure. Y'all think y'all funny and snake Gucci loafers. I don't give disclaimers, I rap full disclosure. These niggas all think they were born in October. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have stacks on plus stacks when I'm older. Stacks when I'm older. Yeah, stacks when I'm older. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have millions in cash when I'm older. All of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, put nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My Benny's are blue, but the product is green.
Get in my belly! Yeah, bitch! Magnets! Oh!
Come up, hey. Let's be with that drama, hey. Saw that fatty mama, hey. Told her I don't.
I work with retards.
Come up, hey. Let's be with that drama, hey. Saw that fatty mama, hey. Told her I don't wanna, hey. Went out, caught me a red fly. Too many people on a bandwagon.
This is a castle, isn't it? There are tapestries.
Like a red
many
dragon.
tapestries.
Same old rapper with the same old flows. Color dreads with the pants sagging. Got that fame, but you sold your soul. You a warlock, I'm the dark assassin. Said thick stacks, mode change, big bags, faux chains. Get that money, said big facts, no games, big stats, mo fame. We back stunts, said big names on stage, big trap, no shame. Going and running that big check, my name, sign that, more rain. Come back home and just come up, hey.
So why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
Mr. Strickland!
What's going on, Beaches? Welcome to the Daily Swole podcast. If you are new, make sure you check out swolenormous.com for all the links, downloading the 7 pillars. If you are new, making sure that's where you start. That is what this is all about, improving your 7 pillars. And if you've been tickling your ear holes with the Mancast for a while, you already have the 7 pillars. And you need to go to summerswole.com. Do not be without the Swole fam this summer. You know the deal. Summerswole.com is where you have your Swole fam portal. It sucks you in. It surrounds you with the best people in the realm and helps you make those sick fucking gains. And we know what summer's all about. It's about getting swole. So get swole as fuck with the Swole fam. Summerswole.com. The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Go to the fucking gym.
Swole enormous.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
What's going on, Beaches, Booshes, Busses, Hustlers, and Yell Hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. And today's episode, the Beastcast, is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexing on all you Beaches. Welcome to the show. Let's get into it. We have a lot to get into. We have a lot of sick fucking gains to make. And what better time than now? So let's get into the first little teaser. And I'm rocking some old school merch. This is one of the originals. This is an OG. Only Swole. What a great design. Onlyswole.com. You can go to onlyswole.com or you can go to papaswolio.com. Melina sounds like you're from Mortal Kombat or something cool like that. It's very great material. It's great material. Very comfortable. Girls Just Want to Make Gains t-shirt. Why, thank you so much.
Hi, puppy.
For the 5-star review. Appreciate you. Excellent. Good choice. Great Swole tunes also. All right, let's get into that tip. Let's get into some. Just an inch. Fam. It's cold outside. Let's get into some fam-wise. Now, we got an email. We got emails to go through. So let's get into this. Did you give up on your resolutions? We're talking about Summer Swole. We're not even talking about resolutions. How many people made resolutions this year again? And nothing. The calendar. It's a new year. It's a new me. I don't know if people still do that anymore as much as they used to. But I think psychologically people feel that we're resetting or something. It's really just seasonal too. Ever since I've been in Florida, you have seasons and kind of just hotter and then less hot, which I like. I don't need snow anymore. So you kind of have that on all the time. More consistency. When the entire earth around you freezes, like hell freezes, it just freezes over for 6 months, 7 months. You go through these changes. So it's a lot easier to stay consistent when you have more consistency, especially with weather and things like that. It does get fucking hot though, but I like it. Like the heat. You don't like the heat? Get out of the kitchen. Hadouken! So let's talk about resolutions. Send out an email. Did you give up on your resolutions? Most people do. Most people have. Earl says, I'm down a whopping 10 to 15 pounds since February.
Wow.
I still bike ride and walk at least. Since when I exercise, my traps are saying, fuck you to me. Okay. Thank you. Is that just me? Plowing on. Jamie, I didn't set, these are just replies to this email. If you didn't get this email, go to makeemailswoleagain.com and sign up for the email list. Or if you're a member, if you're a part of the Swole fam, if you download the 7 Pillars ebook, if you're on the email list, there's a bunch of ways to plug in. But remember, makeemailswoleagain.com. I should bring up that image again, just to remind people. But anyway, you want to find the Swole fam, you can find us. Pretty easy. Go to the links. So Jamie says, I didn't set a New Year's resolution. I just been working at it. Good for you. I am down 17 pounds, gained some mass and strength, not where I want to be, but working on it. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Get some gorillas. Aren't we all working on it? That's all there is to do, is to get to work and keep working on it. Did you give up on your resolutions? Kenny replied and says, I have no resolution. I have no resolution. My name is Kenny. I don't do resolutions. I do solutions. All right. There's no on my solution, bitch. I have no resolution, just resolves and commitment. By Jove, we have a poet. I now have a personal fitness trainer and making small changes in my diet. I love going to the fucking gym, my God, and doing what I can that my body allows me to do. Keep motivating me to keep going to the fucking gym. Also, where can I buy your t-shirt merchandise? Oh, dear heavens, Kenny. Go to papaswolio.com and get yourself a nip cover. Get yourself a nip cover. Good for you. I will keep motivating you to go to the fucking gym. I will keep yelling at you, Kenny. I promise, Kenny. I won't stop yelling at you. I love you, Kenny. I love you, man.
So you can.
Kenny's a great guy. All right. Did you give up on your resolutions? Mosse says, no bullshit excuses here. Oh, we got a picture on our hands. No bullshit excuses here. I did not do a New Year's resolution, but I did make myself a promise. Over the last year and a half, I have committed myself to hitting the gym at least 3 times a week. Good for you.
Wow.
Excellent. I have prioritized my protein intake and reduced my wine consumption. That's good to hear. Currently, I've lost 15 pounds and almost 2 inches off my waist. Going to the fucking gym is now the best part of my day. Am I a ripped up bodybuilder babe? No way. But I am definitely seeing results. Check out the before and after pics below. Going to the fucking gym, Marcy. That is a hell of a drop. Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can tell. You can tell you're making great gains. You can see the shape. You can see your shoulders. You can see your deltoids. You can see it in your face and your neck. Yeah, absolutely. Good for you. Good for you.
I am the danger.
Very nice. Super awesome. Good for you. Good for you. 15 pounds and almost 2 inches off your waist. Good for you. Oh, we didn't do the Swole card yet. Anyway, so that's excellent for Marcy. Congratulations. Congratulations. Excellent. 10 years of SFGs. I'm going to put this right on Pinkston. 10 years of SFGs. Drop that. You could say that 10 times fast. I figured we haven't done a 10-year. We haven't done like a 10 years of sick fucking gains. It's really this entire year. It's like we're celebrating it. Bring it back. Got the window open. Some nice weather, nice sun coming in. Beautiful. Excellent. Good for you, Marcy. Amped up. All right, we got another one here. This one's from Zach, and this is in response to this gets the most results. So again, if you didn't know, you can respond to the emails, and we do read them, and we do pick out a few so we can share on the show because they're awesome. Zach, my community is mostly just fitness pros sharing tips and information. It's not an in-person sort of community for me, but it's helped me a great amount to form solid foundation for my physical improvements. The only thing that really holds me back is knowing when to up my calorie intake and how to optimize my plans to improve and enjoy the process. But my consistency is a strong strength of mine that keeps me making progress. even if it isn't optimized to get the results as fast. Yeah, that's great. That's great. You surround yourself with people. It's in person, it's online, it's resources that you can trust and that you feel that have honesty and transparency and give you accurate feedback, or honest feedback, which is very important. So just don't get stuck on the optimization, you know? Don't over focus or over obsess with optimization, because that's a great way to never be satisfied. And you never want to be satisfied. So this is not about, this is where some people call obsession a bad thing. But in other words, remember, that's the whole point. It's never fully optimized. It's always changing. And you have to do it again. And you have to be consistent. So what you said, my consistency is a strong point. Well, that's it. And then automatically, if you're consistent, you're kind of going to automatically optimize. Because if you're consistent and then if you're paying attention and you care, you're going to optimize. I think we could all agree on that. If you're trying to improve and you have moving forward in a positive manner as like a general rule, and you're consistent, you're going to navigate towards what is going to work best over time. Joining the Swole fam, those resources that Zach has with, you know, fitness pros and things like that. Fantastic, because it's going to short track, or it's going to save you. This is what bodybuilding.com, remember the old forums? That's where everything was online. So all the old forums, all that information, all that feedback on training split, like this is just, you know, years and years of message boards where this is where the pros and this is where diehards shared all their information and feedback. And this is where treasure troves of information. So many fucking gains were made from those message boards and tons of different message boards online. So anyway, yeah. So if you want to make progress, consistency is everything, because if you're consistent, you're going to try to navigate that consistency in the pot. You're not trying to waste your time. The difference is some people are just consistent. They go to the fucking gym and they don't do anything to improve. And remember, if you go to the gym and you do the same thing all the time, you are going to, if you do the right thing in terms of the right intensity, because you want to do the same thing all the time. That's the point. You want to do the same thing all the time. However, you want to, you know, push the boundaries and push towards failure with your intense training, because that's going to stimulate growth over time and allow you to do more. But the point is, you are stimulating that kind of growth and development. So over time, you're able to do more. So you're not doing the same thing all the time, because you're increasing the stimulus and you're increasing the weight, you're increasing the load, you're increasing the mechanical tension, you know, all that stuff. And that's the difference between you and someone who goes and just walks on the treadmill and does the same speed, the same thing every day. They go into the same weight, the same exercises, but they don't push it. They do 10 reps, they do 15 reps. They're going towards mild discomfort. Those are the people that just do the same thing all the time. And that's why they always look the same, because they're literally doing the same thing. They're not pushing themselves to that limit. So doing the same thing is how you adapt. You're doing certain exercise, but it's the execution of it. So if you're consistent and you're trying to push it, you're going to figure this stuff out. And the difference is the speed in which you figure it out. And then even if you know and you do things as optimized as possible, there's only so much muscle you're going to be able to put on. Okay. So let's everyone remember that too. No matter when you start, like it's going to come. It's going to come. So even if you have the most optimal at the beginning, you're only going to put on muscle so fast. Could you do things a little bit better that would lead to you building muscle at a better, more consistent rate? Sure. But that's part of it too. Even if you know what to do, you still have to test. And we all know this. So even if you know what to do, okay, I'm going to test certain foods. Okay. You still have to do it. It's still going to take you a couple months to go through that over time. And then it's the rest of your life, just understanding how food reacts to, or how you react to food and the impact of food, and then making better decisions in the future. So you're kind of always paying attention, but you have a standard and then you have things that you build upon. So it still takes time, even if you know what to do. So just understand that that's the process, and you're only going to put on so much muscle at so much of a speed. And It takes you many years to build the density of muscle. And what I mean by that is just there's a difference between shortcuts and, in terms of a well-rounded physique or in terms of competency in different areas, because you have to learn how to do these movements, and there's a lot of different movements to do. And it's not necessarily super, super complicated. But as you get better and better at it, you realize the reason why people get very granular with all these details and angles and stuff is because once you get more advanced, those details make a difference. In other words, when you get more advanced, those are the details that make all the difference, because it's really not new way to move the body so much as it's, hey, here's a different, here's maybe a different tweak that can maybe help you squeeze out a couple more drops. So, and then of course, if you're taking stuff, there's definitely different limits, depends on what, there's a lot of stuff people take nowadays. So in other words, it just takes time no matter what. So you always have to factor in time. It's not just going to be like, hey, I'm eating this and I'm training. It's still going to take years, so doesn't mean you can't make a lot of progress in a year. And of course, doing it better will lead to better results, period. But most people have to bounce around a little bit. They have to figure things out and try different things. I have. I'm still fine tuning. I'm still tweaking and adjusting and adding things. You get better at being aware. You get better at being aware of where the weak points are and where you should focus attention, just kind of naturally gravitating towards that. And then you just get better at solving the issue. Like, oh, I need to work on my mobility a little bit. You'll bend or do something. Hey, I need to work on my mobility a little bit. So then you just add a little mobility in, but you catch it earlier. A lot of times people are so stiff, they have an injury. Oh, I should have been taking care of this. Well, just take care of it first. It just limits the risk of any of those things happening. And if anything does happen, and if you train with these different ranges of motion, you rotate, you bend laterally, you do all these different things, you go and you trip and you fall, or you catch yourself and you're like, whoa, and you're thinking, I've fallen or tripped or done something a couple times. And I'm thinking, if I didn't have muscle mass and strength and I do all this club swing and stuff, like I landed kind of hard, like boom. And for me, it was like, oh, geez. And I'm thinking, and then I paused for a second. I think it was Rufus or something. We were doing something and I fell and I landed like on the tree root or something, the mango tree. Like for me, it wasn't a big deal, but I thought about it for a second as I got up and I'm like, I did hit it pretty hard. It just didn't feel like a big deal because I have muscle, I have meat, and I know how to fall and, support myself. That would have broken so many people. Their hip would have been blown out, their shoulder and their wrist would have been broken or something. It's important to train yourself to be capable and to land in different positions. And a lot of you have done that with yoga. I landed and I kind of landed like in a pigeon almost, because I kind of slipped and I didn't want to step on Rufus, or Pinky was behind me. And then I kind of landed like in a pigeon. And it was just a weird position. But for me, it's like, I'm always kind of walking around and I'll drop down on my heels and I'll do some mobility and I'll kind of do micro mobility here and there too. So it's like, don't take it for granted. Like when you're doing this kind of work and you notice something like that, that's the difference in someone's entire life. Right? That's the difference in someone's entire life. So if that happens, let's say you're in your 40s or 50s and anytime, but obviously it gets harder and harder. So let's say you fall and you break your hip. That is a steep decline. You don't come back from that. So have strong hips. How do you have strong hips? You do Bulgarian fucking split squats. You do barbell squats, Smith machine squats. You do RDLs. You do stiff legs. You do deadlifts. You do sumo fucking dead. Like you just do load. You do squats on your, front squats. You do anything with resistance, so anyway, so if you want to load the hips, make sure you're do a leg press and work on your mobility and then work on your strength training. And man, when you're in your 30s and 40s, when you have the opportunity to build peak bone density and stuff, remember, any day you're not lifting and getting stronger, you're getting weaker. Any day you're just not strength training. I'm not saying literally train every day, but if you stop strength training, just think it's done. you're done. You can add to your mass. You can add energy to your body. I'm not saying get fat, but building lean mass. And yes, obviously there's limits, right? So when people say, well, too much muscle isn't good for you. Well, yeah, I agree. When you're taking a lot of like anabolics and who knows what the fucking growth hormone and pro body, but these guys are dying at like 35 and it's crazy. It's sad. But yeah, that's also not a natural amount of, that's why we call it not natural. It's an unnatural amount of muscle mass. And I'm not saying that any amount is automatically that bad, but yeah, being 300 pounds shredded is not, that's a lot of stress on a human structure. Because just think about it. More mass, like you're heavier, you're bigger. I mean, that's strain on every cell. It's just a lot of stress on the body for a human. So anyway, bottom line is building muscle is challenging. We know it's challenging. Building muscle is fucking hard. So work on it. Just get stronger. It doesn't have to be, if you want great results, you put in more effort. You put in great effort. You want results, you have to put in effort. You want amazing results? Guess what? You're going to have to put in a lot of effort. And really, so I think a lot of people also think that they're entitled to, or they think they deserve better results than, I think people really don't understand how obsessed and how focused you need to be to get to do this properly. Some people, are genetic freaks, but they still do it. I'm not saying you can't have muscle without lifting weights and going to the gym, but given wherever you're starting from, it just takes a lot of effort to do well in anything. And people just assume, hey, I'm going to the gym and, I started doing Zumba 3 times a week. How come I don't have a big fat ass and I'm flat stomach? And how come I'm not ripped to the bone? How come I'm not fucking shredded? I've been doing, push-pull legs 6 days a week. And I've been training for 6 months. How come I don't look like a C-bum? It's like, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of work. And as you get older and as you get strong, right? As you get older and as you get stronger, you got to be more mindful of like intensity and fatigue and injuries, right? And things like that. It builds up and you have to stay healthy. So you're working against time. We always are. It's just when you're on the upswing, when you're younger, you're like, oh, I'm on the upswing. It's like, oh, the future. Yeah. Well, the peak, it depends on if you train or not. So like if you're that's why the optimism, 10, 20, like optimistic. And then usually people in their 30s, 40s, and it's like, it's all downhill because it's all downhill unless you train. So then you go 30, 40, 50, and then medicine, like, people are going to look like in their 40s when they're in their 60s. Whether or not you want to get into peptides and all that kind of different stuff. There's a lot of interesting stuff happening. Who knows? But anyway, it still takes time. Mastery takes time. You still have to lift and do it properly. And let's get into some Rate My Meal. All right.
What's in the box?
All right. Althea Tetro. Just broke a 60-hour fast with a 4-ounce sirloin. See this right here. That's even for 60 hours. That's even a lot of food. That's even a lot. The consistency might be a lot for some people. A lot of people, when they do longer fasts, they do a broth or some sort, but that's a good amount. If you're going to do that. So obviously you've probably done that before, so you can handle it, and eggs are soft. 60-hour fast, man, I can't do that shit anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. Oh goodness. Be so hungry. Antonio Rosado. All right, we got taters. We got scrimps. I got some steak on the plate. We got steak here. We got some green stuff, but I got some steak on the plate. I'm going to take it. All right. Smash. I'll smash that steak. Antonio. Arthur, what in the... Is that a turkey? Is that a ham? Arthur, what is that? Is that small? Is that big? Is that a human heart? Is that an animal heart? Is that a rotten apple? Is that a... What is that supposed to be, Arthur?
What the fuck is that?
I don't know what that is. If it's meat, all right, I'm interested. I don't know what the fuck that is. I looked at it with my eyes. Is it a lung? Are you a paramedic? What is happening here? Is it... I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Emily. What in the fuck? Emily has a nosebleed again. What is that? Oh, let me guess. Sriracha. I gotta put sriracha on it. I gotta blow my gut apart in order to eat my meat. All right. We got some avocado, cucumbers. I ate chicken. All right. We're doing low carb thing, huh? We're doing a low carb thing. Emily, are you eating liver? Are you eating steak? Are you eating whole eggs? Does anyone think that Emily needs some saturated fat? Come on. Emily, do you eat steak? Let's get Emily a steak. If Emily eats steak, it's okay. How do I know? I feel like I know. That there's... Do you guys get that? Maybe it's just because I've been doing this for so long. I see certain pictures and I kind of just know how someone eats. Right? One meal. Yeah, I mean, she might eat steak, but I can kind of tell. I feel like she's kind of, she's like a meat-eating vegan. You know what I mean? She's kind of like vegan adjacent. She doesn't want to go full vegs, but, she eats chicken. She eats chicken, but not steak or whole eggs. I don't know. I just feel it. You know why? Because then you have a couple cucumbers, and I question that. Avocado, fine. The chicken, okay. You feel a need to put sriracha on that. I'm just saying, if that's what that is, and it seems like it might be, okay. But then you kind of need flavor, because avocado is a lot of flavor. Just salt for me would be great. And then you have cucumbers. Like, well, why would you put spice on the cucumber? It's like, well, to kind of make it taste like a crunchy, spicy Dorito, right? You get the crunch, you get the spice, but you're not really eating anything. It's a cucumber. So it's kind of like a filler where you should have like some rice or a potato, like, or a couple eggs, you know what I mean? Some fat. I know, just not just avocado, but I just feel like I feel like you're trying to make this something that it's not. I can just see it, because why would there just be I see it. That's what I feel. Emily, maybe that's not true. All right, Emily, inquiring minds need to know. Elizabeth is getting sensitive about her sriracha. Don't you talk shit about my sriracha. Not you didn't.
What's up with the guy with the weird eyes? He handicapped or something?
No, you don't. James. Jaime. I can taste those carrots. I can taste that cauliflower. Oh, God. You ever I guess you probably do. You look at a food, you're like, oh, I could taste it. I can taste that cauliflower. I could taste those green beans, or like the stalk of it that's just mush. I can taste I can taste the carrots in my mouth just with that kind of ridge cut. I don't like it. No, sir, I don't like it. I don't. All right. Egg? Okay. Avocado? Yes. Bacon? Yes. Is that sardines? Yes. That's holy bathroom trip. You are going to have a spicy meatball, bro. Those are going to be legendary farts. Is that cottage? No, fuck no. Is that cottage cheese? Are those chives, dog? Or are those green onions? Dude, you are going to have... Is that broccoli, son? Is that steamed broccoli? Is that a jalapeno? Or is that a pepperoncini? You're going to have... let's have a moment of silence for James's asshole. All right. Sardines, steamed veggies, sour or cottage cheese with hard-boiled egg, with green onions, avocado, and is that bacon or is that all? Is that bacon on the bottom? Maybe that's not bacon. Maybe it's just more sardines. I don't know. Maybe that's a slice of bacon. It doesn't matter. That'd be a highlight. If it was bacon, that's great.
So I'll take the tea without the covert diabetes delivery mechanism, please.
I'm not worried about diabetes here at all. I'm worried about bowel. I'm just worried. Good for you. James, good for you. Good for you, bro. Good for you. I mean, let's be honest, all right? Maybe it's not your food combination. The only thing that I don't really fucking care about is the vegetables. But the rest of it, yeah, sure. Just together, aside from the green stuff. And maybe it's sauerkraut. Maybe they're like fermented. Maybe the cauliflower is like pickled or something. I'm open to that. Let's move on. All right, Shane Clark. All right, we got some trees. We got eggs. We got steak. I'll take the eggs and the steak.
Give me all the bacon and eggs you have.
Shane, there you go. You want some veggies? All right. You know, if you tolerate it, good for you. Good for you. All right, not bad, not bad. We're eating good. We're eating good. Shout out to James. Shout out to Emily even. You know, avocado and chicken, nothing wrong with that. Arthur, I have no fucking idea. No idea, dude. What you be eating, son? Is that an old mango? Is that a fossilized loaf of bread from, I don't know, like early Persia or something like that? Is that a relic? What is it? What is it? My guy, what is it? What is it?
Another thing about a shark, he's got lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes.
Let's get into some questions. Drop in the comments. Oh, lick that dick. 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 Lick that dick.
The little rascal has spirit.
All right, and we have Pinkston. Do not ruin this card, Pinkston. Do not ruin this card. You're in trouble. Don't you ruin it. You're gonna get fired. You're gonna get fired from the Mancast. Warning you. Warning you. Ridiculous. Yeah. All right, let's get into some questions. Drop them in the comments. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. There you go. And we will get to them. He looks like Buffalo Bill. Look at him. Look, he's got a mangina. Rufus has a mangina. Rufus has a mangina.
You make me happy.
Let's zoom in some more. Why is it 500%? And here's a question. Matthew. Ma'am. Matthew Allen Markham. This is my first time bulking and cutting. Fuck. When I go into cutting August 1st, what should my
Matt Damon.
This house is a fucking prison! On planet bullshit! In the galaxy of this sucks camel dicks!
Yeah, I can tell. Well, you know what? Something tells me that you should not be cutting. Something tells me you got a lot more muscle to build. just first time bulking and cutting. You know what this means? This means you haven't built enough muscle. Just saying. Just saying. You know, forget bulking. Building muscle takes years. Does everyone realize that? It takes fucking years. You're not going to be massive jacked in a year. It takes years. Years. So anyway, what should my calorie intake be? I have no fucking idea. 7. How do I know? I can tell it's your first time. And if you're asking a question like that, you don't have enough muscle mass. Keep gaining muscle and get your nutrition in order so you're not as fat. All right. Kevin Angeles. All right. Struggling with chest sets. Chest sets. Don't know why they don't grow. I don't know why they don't grow. Struggling with chest sets. Don't know why they don't grow. Struggling with my titties. They just won't grow. Like what? Don't know why they... I know why they don't grow. I know why they don't grow. Because you don't know how to ask a question. You don't even know what you're doing. You have no idea what you're doing. And that's okay. Join us. SummerSwole.com. Join the fam today. Let's fucking go. Swole fam. Swole fam. Swole fam. Swole fam. Swole fam.
Absolutely true.
Struggling with chest sets. Struggling with punctuation. Struggling with context. Struggling with...
I work with retards.
Feel free to ask another question. This, the trolling is all in good fun, but come on, like, help me out. Help me help you. Help me help you. Seriously, how am I going to answer a question? I want gains. How make? All right, John, I have a couple. Look at this guy. Now we're getting fucking parentheses and shit. Now he's breaking it down. Number 1. Oh, fuck yes, dude. Fuck yes. Top fan. We like JB. We like, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. That's magnificent. That's magnificent.
And that's the way, I like it.
Bask in this question. Let's let this marinate for a second. Marinate on the screen. Let that shit sit. Let that marinate. All right, John Baba. I have a couple of questions over cold plunging and saunas. Number 1, I have been doing cold plunge in the morning for 3 minutes at 48 degrees. Is this too short of use or not cold enough? I feel great after the use, but was curious if I should go colder or longer. Number 2, the sauna I use at night. It is a wet sauna that gets up to 120 degrees with about 99% humidity. We are looking at getting a dry sauna with red light, but I wanted to know if there are different benefits from each type of sauna and which is the best. Thanks, Papa Swolio. Well, I'll tell you what I have and what I do, because I have a cold plunge and I have a sauna. I've heard that the benefits are... I've heard that it's better to run it dry. So I don't necessarily put a lot of I don't put water on the rocks, in my sauna. If I do, it's just a very little bit. I don't steam the shit out of it. So 120 degrees is not that hot. You definitely want to, you'd want to get a higher temperature. So I don't know if this is somewhere else, but 120 degrees. So that's a steam room. Am I reading that correctly? A wet sauna that gets up to 120 degrees. Isn't that just a steam room? How hot do steam rooms get? So anyway, but I'm not a sauna expert. I just know I generally prefer, and I've heard that the benefits when we talk about saunas is really more, or the studies or the research is more for, I don't know if the infrared ones have been shown to be as beneficial or if there's more risks or things like that, because I feel like I don't know if I've used an infrared sauna before. I feel like I might have. I just don't really remember it clearly. I might be mistaking it from like a tanning booth, because I've been in a couple tanning booths, but this is like a long time ago. So I don't know if I've been. So a steam room is 110 to 120. It sounds like a steam room. And I don't know if any of you know if there are the same benefits for a steam room as there is for a dry sauna, but from everything that I've heard, and that seems to be in terms of the or the understood benefits, is keeping it around like 175 or above. And then I think it's like 15 to 20 minutes in the sauna. You can do it. I don't necessarily do it every day, especially in the summer. It's just so hot in Florida. I just find that sometimes I just don't do it as much. And I think it kind of makes sense. I don't really force it as much in the summer, just because I feel like that just is kind of against evolution. If I'm out in the sun a lot all day, I'm not necessarily going to go into the sauna. So if it's overcast or something, or it's raining, I'll do the sauna. But in the summer when it's hot, I definitely like to jump in the cold plunge. But I don't do it right after lifting. But usually for the cold plunge, I dunk my face in it. I don't do as much like submersion as I used to. So let's get back to the first part, because a lot of people drop in the comments if you do cold plunging. So I used to do it when I first got it. I tried to make it as cold as possible. And I had a lot of problems with the coolers and stuff. And I think just because I was maxing them out, and it was just probably blowing out the compressor, or, whatever, because I was trying to keep it as cold as possible, but it's outside in Florida, so it's always going to struggle keeping it as cold. And the condensation was gnarly just because of, the temperature difference. So I changed it. I think I keep it around 50 degrees right now. I've tried 48, but I don't use it. The 50 degrees is fine. So it kind of fluctuates between like 48 and 52. So it's better on the unit. I'm not maxing it out. I used to try to keep it like 39 or 40. And then I also tried to push it to the limit. So when I first got it, it was like as cold as possible for as long as possible. And I would do like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5. And I don't like doing it to the point where I can't fucking move. And it takes me forever to get back. I don't like the shivers and I did at first, but I feel like it becomes very, very stressful on the body. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced that it's ideal for longevity in the same manner. But I think for me, it's just refreshing. It makes sense. If it's hot as hell down in the summer, I'm going to want to jump in cold water. And if it's cooler in the winter, I'm going to want to get warmer. And then sometimes I'll sauna in the summer, but if I'm outside in the sun, it's 95 degrees. Do I need to get into a fucking sauna? I'll just go outside in Florida in the summer. I'll just fucking walk out the door and there's your steam room sauna. It's just fucking hot. So I don't think that's too short of use. 3 minutes is great. And if you like it, just keep in mind that you don't want to do it right after heavy lifting. You don't want it to blunt like that hypertrophic response. If anything, do it on non-lifting days or do it separated from the lifting and do it before. So that's generally a good idea, but I'll still jump in if I'm outside and doing yard work or something, or it's hot and I just feel like wanting to jump in. I'll jump in for a minute or two. I don't even time it anymore. I'll jump in for a minute or two and it feels good. And then once it starts to feel, I don't know if I'll generally do about 2 minutes, but I just don't force it. I'll stay in there as long as I feel like it, maybe push it a little bit more and then come out invigorated and I feel great. So I use it more as just a mood improvement, but actually I also like having the plunge because if you have an injury or you burn yourself on the stove or something happens, it's nice to have just it's not ice, but having that kind of cold water you can soak, and it's really great for inflammation or, first aid. So Yeah, curious if that's commercial or you have some unit in your home. But I think you should, in terms of navigating the cold, I would just say navigate what feels best for you. Don't push it. You don't want it to be uncomfortable. I mean, I don't think that's necessarily as good as I thought it was. So I've tried both things and I like using it whenever I feel like it. I just kind of navigate that way. And I tend to do it when I'm hot but I like dunking my face in it in the morning and stuff like that. But I don't do it like religiously, or I used to do it right after I get out of the sauna. But I go through different periods where sometimes I'll just like to cool off naturally, or I'll go to the cold plunge right after. But I kind of like just cooling off naturally. Panagiotis. Boras. Close to failure or 3 of 12? Holy shit. Close to failure. Close to, if not including failure. Or close to it. You need to get close to failure. How close? That can vary depending on the load and depending on volume and all those things. If 12 reps is close to failure, if 12 reps is within a couple reps of failure, you'll get great gains over time. I generally like to go to failure or close to it. I like going until I couldn't do another rep. Sometimes I'll just be like, you get 9 or 10 and then it's like, I go to start it. Okay, can't get it. Or you think you will. And then after that, no. Or you just put it down. If you don't think you can get it, or you're questioning that last rep and or you go to start it, or you just go down, you're like, okay, I just barely got the rep. And then you don't have to do that last one if you're not going to get it. You don't have to force your way through it. But you can. And I think people also need to figure it out. People also need to experience what failure is. One thing I think that is dangerous. You want people to be safe, but I think what's dangerous is people that are new to training and trying to build muscle and telling them that they can leave 1 or 2 reps in reserve. I mean, I think that's better if you have more experience and you have more. I mean, when you're starting off, not pushing it like a fucking lunatic, it depends. It depends. Like, you can be leaving some gains on the table. You have to know what those limits are. And I don't want people, you don't want to hurt yourself. But when you're new, you don't know how to approximate. You don't understand how many reps you have left. You don't really know what it's like to push through until you can't do it. So as you get more experience and and you figure out what those limits are, and you start pushing yourself harder and harder, you realize, and then you can approximate it better. But if you have doubt, and my rule has always been, if I'm about to do a repetition and I have any kind of thought of like, should I do one more? If I ask myself a question, right? This is what I always do. So let's say I'm on a pendulum squat or something, or hack squat or whatever it is, and I do a rep and I'm like, one more? I'm like, I could probably do one more. I always rack it. Anytime I'm thinking like, do I have another one? Yeah, fucking send it. If I have that, maybe I'll rack it. So if I have any doubt, any slight doubt, even if I feel really, really good and I have like an unsure, if I'm ever even slightly unsure, I don't do it. It's not worth it. Then I'm not giving 100% effort, or it's in the back of my head. Like, maybe I shouldn't do another one, which means maybe I can't do it, which means maybe I'm going to get hurt. So it's no, I'm not going to do it unless I have full confidence. And that's the entire set pretty much. I'm like fucking repping. And then when it gets to the point where you can barely get that last rep and it's like, maybe I can do one more. Should I? That's your brain saying like, holy fuck. And at this point in my career, my life, just my training experience, that last rep is like, we all know that's the last, when you're not sure, that's the rep that hurts you. That's the rep that you bail out on, you get stuck on the machine, or that's the rep where something snaps. Or if I don't do it, then it doesn't happen on that last rep. It doesn't mean avoid mobility. It doesn't mean train stupid. Oh, just not doing that last rep and you'll never get hurt. It just, yeah, like the risk of that last rep where you're not 100% confident is not worth all the reps you did before and all your other sets and training again in 3 days. It's like, just fucking leave it. Just leave it. And that's when I was talking about, no matter what you do, it still takes time. that's something you only get when you've been training for 20, 30 years, even 10 years, 5. I mean, people, you just start realizing, oh, whenever you have issues, it's always those kinds of stupid things. You rush something, you rush your preparation, you don't pay as much attention, you're not focused, you don't look at the weight, you drop something, you hit your knee on something, or you hurt something, you push it on a rep where you shouldn't. You know, you had doubt in your mind and you went through anyway. It's like, there's enough doubt when you're fucking front squatting to failure. It's like, you don't need, oh, I wonder if I'm going to get this rep. Rack the bar. You're not in the right state of mind. If you think you're done, you're done. Because you might get away with it. You're like, oh, maybe I should do one more. Like, all right, fuck it, I'll do it. And you might get away with it. Maybe for a while, but we all know, like, those are the ones that you'll get fucked eventually. Like, you want, and that's the hardest part, because the number one thing you tend to want to avoid as you get older is just injury, because you start seeing your life and you start seeing and you understand, you know, you don't want to slow down. You don't want to have one of those problems. You don't want to, and things can happen, but you want to mitigate those risks. You want to train hard and train heavy, and that's why sometimes, you know, you don't necessarily need to just do one set, like do 2 sets, sometimes do 3, depending on the movement. And then let's say you're leaving a rep or 2 in the tank and you're like, okay, I could probably do 1 or 2 more. Okay. And you just do 3 sets of that instead of 2 closer to failure. And it's like, you know, there's nothing wrong with adjusting the volume for certain movements or certain things. And I do that with like my leg pressing or my squats. I don't do it every single leg workout. So I don't do heavy taxing exercise on every single leg day because I train legs twice a week. So I don't do, let's say, heavy hinge and heavy squat patterns and, you know, like the most exhausting loading exercises. So one time I'll focus more on like leg extensions and I'll do adductor machines and stuff. And maybe another workout I'll do, and then I'll do 45, I'll do hypers, and then, which are heavy and I load them heavy. But then the next workout I'll do Bulgarian split squats, or I'll do hack squats, you know, and then leg curls instead of hinge. You know, I'll just kind of alternate so I'm not blasting or doing. You have to figure out which exercises and what things you can do and what things you can't do. And sometimes it's just easier to cut your losses and not focus on, like, if there's a machine or something that every time you use it, you're trying to figure out how to use it and it just kind of always feels off, or like it always causes a problem. It's like, just get rid of it or don't use it. Like, if it's going to cause you a problem, then you don't have to be able to do it. So you don't have to force certain exercises, but if you have issues with certain exercise, it can give you insight as to like muscle imbalances sometimes. But you don't have to force that exercise, but it could be a sign to address certain things. All right, Vanessa, I want to develop a couple of full body routines versus the 2 leg day and 2 upper body split. And my weight loss has been stalled for months. Your weight loss? You want to develop and your weight loss has been stalled. What's the question? Are you asking me for like a training program and you're trying to lose fat? What's your nutrition? If you're not losing fat, that's because your nutrition's not on point. You want to develop a full body routine? Amy John, hair products. What are you using on that luscious mane? Oh, I am using these. Actually, I just got my beard and all that stuff done today. Hair products. So, Mane Gains and Scalp Seed. And I use Scalp Seed in my scalp, and I also use it on my face. I just put the dropper in and I massage it into my skin. I love it. I love it. So if my skin feels dry, I want moisturizer, I use Scalp Seed. And then Mane Gains is for, you know, for your hair, and it's also for your beard. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. And we'll have some announcements soon about that. So some stuff coming up. But yes, that's what I use. And papaswolio.com. You can find all of it. Thank you for the question. Let's go balls deep.
That's deep.
Okay, so let's get into the balls deep. First one, this one's short, which is great.
What's in the box?
This one's called Patriarchy.
If you're a man, and your first words to me are not, the patriarchy is ours to fix, and we are so sorry. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me. Thank you.
Yeah, but you're showing your tits. You're going to talk about the patriarchy with your boobies. Well, Papa Swole, she's not showing her boobs. Yes, she is. I'm not retarded. Yeah. Fuck you, Emily. If that's the account. Oh, shit. Gross. All right, we got this one's called Sodies. Oh my God, remember this one? Is this an old or is this new again? Let's watch this. What's happening here?
You drink water during the day?
Oh,
No water at all. Okay. All right. And then what are you drinking during the day?
Sodies.
Sodies.
Sody pops.
Okay. And how much do you think you drink a day?
8 to 12 a day.
8 to 12 cans?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it's regular soda?
No, it's diet.
It's diet. Okay.
Our mom told us when we were younger, if we ate a sugar, you drink a Diet Coke afterwards and it'll cancel out the sugar.
Okay. Do you believe it to be true?
Yeah. I did when I was a kid.
Sure, okay.
Oh God, I remember that throwback. That was old. I don't know why that's in the folder. I love how that's in the folder though. I was wondering when I could watch that clip again. Was that 600 Pound Life? Oh God. Face barely moved. Didn't they lose a lot of weight or take Ozempic, or can someone look that up? Didn't they actually lose the weight or gain it back, or one died, or do you guys know? Like, I mean, I didn't watch the show. I just remember that clip. Elizabeth, is that true? She thought she was pregnant because she was craving water. Oh dear Jesus. Oh my goodness.
Goomba!
Yeah.
Walk tall! Be proud! Go Goomba!
All right. So I think this one's.
What's in the box?
We got another throwback. I mean, I've seen these. I think I've seen this one before. This is a they/them debate. Is this Piers Morgan clip, or is this something new? I feel like this has been around too.
Well, when one human being says to me, "Call me they them," I laugh. It's absurd. There's one of them.
And that shows that you're not empathic.
I asked a non-binary person who was a guest on my show recently, what does non-binary mean? She couldn't explain it.
Okay, so
it was actually torturous.
So that's her, but the thing is, why don't you get someone on your show who can explain it?
How many pronouns are there?
Multiple.
How many?
I don't know. I'm not an expert in
the
that.
The last count is there are 74 official ones. Do you know?
Okay, you're going to say cat and dog.
No,
I'm a cat, I'm a dog.
No.
There's he, him,
I'll come to those.
she,
No.
Probably kind of
I'm
like those.
talking about gender pronouns.
Yes,
right?
so am I.
There are 74. One of them is astral gender, an affinity with space.
No, where are you getting this information?
Official genders. Google it. Literally Google it.
Have you had someone on your show who said, I'm an astral whatever?
Yes, I actually got one on.
No. And did you pay that person to go on? I mean,
utter lunacy, the whole thing. It's like kids identifying as cats at school.
No,
you know what I would do with them?
That does not happen.
It does happen.
That is some bogus media presentation. That does not happen.
No, it has happened. Read my book, Woke is Dead. It's all in there.
I don't know if I'll read that.
There was a phenomenon called the furries. You know what it was? Kids would go to school and say,
I know what furries are, and furries
are
are not a gender. That's its own kind of lifestyle. It's like people in outfits.
But this is where, with all due respect, this is where limitless self-identity takes you. It takes you to the absurd. For example, do you believe? Let me ask you.
Okay, go.
Do you believe that you can identify as anything you like?
No.
Oh, what are the exceptions?
I think that most people, that when they think about their gender identity, it's he, him, she, her, they, Z. Those are the ones that
What's
people
Z?
are. Z is.
It stands for Fire the Missiles. Because you were fire the missiles. Just like we have the greatest merch in all safe world. And then you will file the missiles. Zizzle, the zizzle. All right, let's go back a couple seconds. Z. You mean the RZA or the Jizza? All right.
Those are the ones that
What's
people
Z?
are. Z is.
But I am letard.
Now I can't explain it. No, but Z.
You've no idea, have you? It's all complete baloney. What's Z? I've no idea.
Baloney.
And you're the guy trying to
It's
defend this
hogwash.
nonsense.
It's absolute hogwash. Oh, look at that guy's stupid fucking face.
We choose truth over facts.
Shut up, bitch!
No more shenanigans, no more tomfoolery, no more ballyhoo.
Ah, no more ballyhoo. What redonkulous. We don't care about this stupid bullshit, right? Fam, let's give away today's Swole card. Pinkston Churchill. Unbelievable.
I've contained my rage for as long as possible, but I shall unleash my fury upon you like the crashing of 1,000 waves! Begone, vile man! Begone from me! I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds, Pinkston. You keep on moving the card. Oh, we're getting bellies. All right, we're getting bellies. All right, we're getting bellies. We're getting bellies. We're getting popper. It's dueling, double poppers. Got 'em all. Got 'em all. With the fences. Oh, Pinkston Churchill. Pinkston Churchill. Belly rubs. Belly rubs. 10 years of SFGs. Let's give away this Swole card, shall we? Diez años. 10 años. 10 años. We got we got one in the we're going Telegram chat today. We got Heather. Congratulations on I didn't get your face.
Congratulations!
Heather, congratulations. This Heather. I should have flagged you for slanderous dog hoodies. I get harassed in the Telegram chat for dog hoodies. I know, dog hoodies. I know. It's like the dog hoodie. We have like a gang. We have a gang. It's like we got like a Swole fam takeover in the Telegram chat, just harassing dog hoodies. They're gonna meme that right into existence. Hey, I'm not against dog hoodies. I'm in favor. I'd love to shut you all up. I mean, I don't think I would. I think we would have dog hoodies and then it would still just be hashtag dog hoodies. I think it would just be dog hoodies all the time anyway. I think it would get worse or better. So I'm all in favor. If we get dog hoodies, I will let you know. Congratulations on getting this Swole card. You'll get a little bit of extra Pinkston. Pinkston's gonna hold the card for you, okay? We'll put it right under her arm. She'll hold it for you, okay? There you go. Oh, isn't that nice? Aww. She's gonna keep it. She's gonna hold it. She's gonna hold it for you. Okay. Let me take this. I'm gonna take it, okay? And we'll get a little. There we go. There she is. I need to get the camera a little bit so she can be seen a little bit better. My angle's so much better. You're so cute. All right, fam. Thanks for being here. We'll see you tomorrow for an amazing Fefcast. Thank you for being here. But we do have a throwback, so Don't nobody go nowhere. Let's get this going. Throwback time
says this isn't being fat phobic, just like saying you won't date someone who's trans isn't transphobic. It's preference, mutual understanding, and values.
Okay, we're on the same page.
Likely you don't find trans or fat people dateable or attractive.
Correct.
Not based on a personal preference, but based on how you've been taught to think about them.
You went full retard, man.
Now, this is an example. Like, sometimes people say things that are just silly. This chick is a fucking idiot. I don't want my chick with the dick. I don't want my chick with the dick. That's not how you're taught. You're programmed. I'm not saying it's morally wrong to live your life that way, but guess what? You're not going to reproduce. It's not part of nature. It's an error. It's an anomaly. But an error and an anomaly doesn't mean you're a bad person. Doesn't mean you're evil. It just means nature wants reproduction.
I want to fuck some pussy.
Oh my God. All right, fam. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Pinkston says, goodbye. I'm going to go snuggle. I'm going to go bite these bellies. I'm going to go bite these bellies. Aww. I'm going to go bite that belly, and I'm going to go slap that meat. There's a meat right here. Slap that meatball. And we'll see you tomorrow for another episode. Peace, McGee, Deuce, Magoose. Oh, summerswole.com. Join the fam today. And you can ask questions, post up in the app. I actually dropped a post asking about your morning meal, your first meal, breaking your fast. What are you eating? I want to kind of get a little survey, see what the Swole fam's putting down first thing in the morning. So go into the app and drop your little breakfast meal, and then we will probably cover that tomorrow. So we'll give you a little time to do that. And tomorrow, maybe bright and early, maybe we'll get the day started with some fucking faff. I'm going to go slap. Well, there's going to be a lot of meat slapping around here. Oh, Pinkston's up. Pinkston's up. Oh, there she is. There she is.
Hi, puppy.
Hello, little one. Hello. All right. Let's go. Maybe we'll get a poop outside. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace, McGee, Deuce, Magoose. Your boy, Papa Swole. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children popping.